Once upon a time, there was a farmer named John who owned a small piece of land in the countryside. John had always dreamed of having a successful farm, but his crops never seemed to grow well, and he struggled to make ends meet. One day, John heard about a nearby farm that was thriving. The farmer who owned it had become famous for his bountiful harvests and had even won awards for his crops. John became inspired and decided to visit the successful farmer to ask for advice. The successful farmer welcomed John and showed him around his farm. John was amazed at how well everything was growing, and he asked the farmer how he managed to have such a successful farm. The farmer replied, "It's all about the seeds. You must plant good seeds, tend to them properly, and trust in the process. You must have faith that your hard work will pay off, even if you don't see results right away." John took the farmer's words to heart and went back to his own farm with a renewed sense of purpose. He spent long hours tending to his crops, making sure they were getting enough water, sunlight, and nutrients. He researched the best seeds to plant, and he invested in new equipment to help him farm more efficiently. Despite setbacks and challenges along the way, John remained committed to his vision of having a successful farm. He kept planting, tending, and believing, even when it seemed like nothing was growing. And then, one day, John saw his first successful harvest. He had planted good seeds, tended to them properly, and trusted in the process. He had believed in himself and his dream, and it had paid off. From that day forward, John's farm thrived. He became known for his delicious crops and his hard work. He even won awards, just like the farmer who had inspired him. And whenever someone asked him how he had become such a successful farmer, John would reply, "It's all about the seeds. You must plant good seeds, tend to them properly, and trust in the process." Over time, John's farm became more than just a source of income for him. It became a symbol of his perseverance and determination. He had faced numerous challenges and obstacles along the way, but he had never given up. Instead, he had learned from his mistakes and worked tirelessly to make his dream a reality. People in the community began to look up to John as a role model. They admired his work ethic, his passion, and his willingness to help others. And as his farm continued to flourish, John found himself feeling more and more fulfilled. Looking back on his journey, John realized that the most important lesson he had learned was the power of belief. By believing in himself and his dream, he had been able to overcome even the toughest obstacles, and that was something that would stay with him for the rest of his life.